Brendan Sorsby announced his intentions to the portal, what were the conversations like? What was his message to you, your message to him about that happening?
Yeah, I mean, it's been ongoing talks with him. And over the last couple of weeks since our season's over, just talking over with his family and trying to decide on what is best for his future. Obviously, as all the guys are throughout the country are doing that now. And he just, in his mind, he still doesn't know what he wanted to do yet, whether he pursue the NFL, which he's gotten a lot of great feedback. Still waiting for the feedback straight on paper that they send you from the NFL. Still waiting for that. But he's gotten a lot of good feedback through his agent on that. And then also, as we all know, he's had a really good year, and he's gotten reached out to by a lot of schools. And that's the nature of the college football world that we're living in right now. And, appreciate everything he's done for us in this program. Had an outstanding year. I think 1 touchdown shy of the school record for touchdowns responsible for. Obviously played at a high level this year. Otherwise, he would not be sought after like he is through the NFL and other colleges. So, and I think this is the case for all college football players nowadays. It's changed so much just in the last 3 years. And people can say 5 years, 10 years, but in the last 2 years, it's even changed a lot. I think, us coaches and us programs, we have to be grateful for the time that we do have with any players that are on our team, and which we are. And then, at the end of the season, I feel like where we are right now, the adults in the room have created all these rules. These kids are looking at their situation individually and trying to figure out what's the best for me. And that's the world that we're living in right now. And so we have to do, as coaches, do the best we can to maneuver this and go through it. So, but again, I appreciate everything that Brendan has done for us in this program over the last 2 years.
Could you have afforded him? This is a dilemma that coaches are going to run into. When you have a good player, the bidding war goes up.
Yeah, there's programs out there that certainly can afford players better than we can. And I think, as you see, there's a lot of quarterbacks in the portal right now. I think, including some guys in our conference. I've seen several guys in our conference that are outstanding football players that have gotten in the portal. I've seen it in the SEC, all over. I think when the dust settles and you start seeing where some of these top quarterbacks, if they play in college again this year, you see who's got the money. Because when quarterbacks play really well out there throughout the country, everybody that wants to compete for a national championship that has those kind of funds, you're going to see that's where those guys end up going. And, to answer your question, probably not.
You mentioned through the end of the season wanting to be a little bit more aggressive defensively at times.
Yeah.
Is this an opportunity in this game?
It's just an opportunity to be this is a completely unique offense that we're facing. They're outstanding. They do a great job with what they do. The quarterback's incredible. Back-to-back 1,000-yard rushing. And he can throw the football. I think this year against who was the team? He threw for 330 yards against somebody this year. And Memphis or Air Force, yeah. So, he can certainly throw it. This is we better tighten up coverage in here. You better put them all close to the line of scrimmage. Number one rushing offense in the country. It starts with their quarterback. He's outstanding. But their offensive line comes off the ball. They play hard. Everybody's willing to block. All the receivers and slot backs they have. They know what they're doing, their scheme. If you don't fit right, then it's going to be a big play. So, yeah, it's a completely different challenge that we have this game against the Naval Academy. They're outstanding what they do.
You mentioned, obviously, Brendan leaving in this transfer portal window. Is there any other guys we should maybe expect to maybe opt out of the bowl game that wasn't out here today?
Yeah, I really don't know. Until we line up to start playing, we'll figure out who we're playing with. And that's the day and age we're in right now. I think things change over time, too, I think, with guys. We got some of our guys that have been dinged up, some guys that are not practicing right now. So some of those guys remain to be seen if they're going to be healthy enough to play. So as we get closer, we'll probably have obviously a better idea on that.
The strategy to get your quarterback position filled next year,
yeah.
Is it obviously looking at the portal in a similar kind of path or plan to 2 years ago where you're trying to identify a guy who's maybe rising a diamond in the rough similar to Brendan Sorsby?
You know, in a perfect world, that'd be ideal. You know, I think, you know, for us, obviously trying to find the best player that can come in and help us win football games. And I thought Brendan gave us a great opportunity, a great chance to go win. You know, I thought, again, we were one of the top offenses in efficiency this year. Didn't have the ball very much. But when you look at yards per play, rushing yards per play, you know, top 10 in the country in both of those categories. Took care of the football this year. Great on fourth down, great in the red zone. So, I mean, we did a lot of great things offensively. A lot of it ran through our quarterback. And so, you know, if we can go get a player of that caliber again, that'd be ideal.
Is Lichty
Yeah. Lichty and Samaj both will get reps in this game, and they'll play, and they're excited. They're excited for the opportunity. You know, both of those guys have been practicing well throughout the whole season, just hadn't played a whole lot. And so this is going to be their opportunity to go out and try to make some plays for us. And so I'm excited about seeing what they can do, you know, and, you know, excited about, you know, some of our wide outs and running backs to go see what they can do as well. Offensive line's eager and hungry to go play another game together. So, yeah, it's an exciting time for those guys, and particularly the two quarterbacks.
How does your talent staff kind of grow from here? News obviously came down that two of your key personnel members took big promotions in other programs. What does it look like in terms of the timeline to fill those spots with the transfer portal opening?
Yeah, I mean, you know, happy for those guys. They did a great job for us for the 3 years they were here. Talented young people, you know, and you know, they deserve a move up. Great opportunity for them, and so wish them nothing but the best. But we're already in the process of getting some guys in here. We all know it's go time right now, and over the next 3 weeks, and so. We'll have some guys in place here very soon to be able to help us out and navigate this transfer portal.
Joe was out here. Is that a good sign?
Yeah, I mean, you know, the guys are out here on this field. You know, obviously it's a good sign. Whoever's out here that they're going to be playing and be around. And so, again, you know, we'll take it day by day with some of these guys, as I mentioned earlier. Some of these guys, you know, dealt with some nagging injuries throughout the season, and you know, we'll see how that progresses over the next couple of weeks.
Looks like the O-line is still together.
Yeah.
Is that something that you can lean on in a bowl game setting? Just
Yeah.
line those big boys up.
Yeah.
Maybe hide them?
Yeah, I mean, I think that, you know, number one, great leadership from the guys up front. Really pleased with the way they played this season. All those guys. They've had a good, you know, couple weeks out here practicing, and they're eager to play. And so, yeah, absolutely lean on those guys. Lean on their leadership, I think, more than anything. As I've mentioned before, Gavin is one of the best leaders I've been around, and you know, he holds all those guys together. So excited for him to go out and play one more time together.
Do you like all these practices? The Navy's got a unique situation where I think they're going to practice twice and then take 10 days off and then come back in Memphis. So it's a little different.
They got a unique situation. They just played this weekend, you know, and so for them, you know, and I think the way they practice, they're pretty physical the way they practice just because of their nature of their offense. And so, you know, I'm sure their coach is looking at, hey, we got to have some time off for these guys and then come back to it. But you know, the thing about us, we basically had a week off. We came back last week with a few practices. We're going to have some practices this week, and then we're going to give them a few days for Christmas as well. And then when we get back after Christmas, it'll be basically game week. So yeah, I enjoy these practices. You know, they're not long. You know, we're not out here a ton, but a lot of guys getting reps and trying to get better, and you know, it's some good on good reps, which is good. So yeah, I mean, we certainly want to take advantage of these practices for a lot of our young guys.
How many conversations with Coach Monken, you know?
Yeah, oh yeah, you know, and Coach Braz spent some time up there, worked for Coach Monken as well. You know, and I think every day of the year, Braz was saying, you know, they would say, "Go Army, beat Navy." Like they did it every single day. So he actually wore a shirt the other day that said "Beat Navy" on it. You know, so yeah, we're leaning a lot on Coach Braz of what he remembers from playing Navy and how they went against those guys. So yeah, we'll give those guys a call up there in Army and see if we can find anything out about them that we don't already know.
Just one last go around for you. What's this mean to you? I mean, you've had a senior day, you know, a chance to get into the college football playoff. Didn't make that, but you know, you've got one more go around.
Yeah, I mean, it's I'm not gonna take it for granted, that's for sure, because who knows how many opportunities I have left, you know, in my career. But my last opportunity here, so like I've said before, this place is really special to me, and I'm gonna make sure, you know, to try and make sure we go out the right way.
You've had a lot of changes here over your career. Like the entire landscape of college athletics is different since you started. How do you kind of handle going with the distractions or just not getting distracted? And you've got so much going on, players entering the portal, all that kind of stuff.
I think it just comes with time because I've been here for 6 years, so there's been a lot of change. Now, obviously, like freshmen, it's like, it'll change throughout their time here, but not as much as it's changed since I've been here. I think time's just helped me do that, when it comes to NIL or transfer portal, all that stuff. I've just grown to know that stuff's going to be coming around the corner. Nothing, you can't expect anything in this day and age.
You get an opportunity to play a team you're very familiar with in Navy here for your final game. What do you got to really kind of emphasize here as an offense to make sure you guys are able to utilize that and keep that offense off the field with the triple option?
Yeah, that's one thing we have to do is keep them off the field. They're a very physical, hard-nosed football team, like a lot of the teams we played this year. And if we go out there, and worry about the details, worry about the guys that we have with us, we can go out there and get a win.
Being that stabilizing force at center, does your job take on even bigger importance for this game when you probably would be snapping to different people, maybe two different guys throughout the context?
Maybe not really though. I think I trust whoever's back there for us. They've all done a great job. They've all matured. They've all gotten better, and we still got a lot of playmakers on offense here. So I don't have a huge concern about anything like that, but I'm looking forward to it, and it's going to be a good challenge.
What was the reaction when Evan learns from you guys as an offensive line learning that Evan got AP All-American and really just stamped his season with that honor?
Yeah. He's had a tremendous season. That's watching film throughout the year, like you could tell he's grown so much from the young buck he was when he first got here. He's matured a lot, and he'll tell you that. But he's had a tremendous season, and the best is yet to come. That's for sure.
We've heard Cyrus talk all season about being that kind of diva in the wide receiver room, as you can say about getting the ball. He's wearing the number 13 jersey. How cool would it be to see him break that program record for touchdowns here in this bowl game?
Yeah, that'd be awesome, especially because I respect that guy a lot, and I respect everybody that's here and playing with the team. But he's done tremendous things for the offense. He's gotten open. He's not been the guy like you think. He says that stuff to like Sorsby or whoever it was. He said, "I want the ball as much." He doesn't. I don't really ever hear that stuff. Even when he doesn't get the ball, I don't hear him complain. That's the type of guys I want to be around. And him and all those wide receivers have done the same thing all year.
Landon Robinson is a first-team AP All-American defensive tackle.
Yep.
Kind of built like Dante, not as heavy.
Yeah.
But I don't know if you played against him or what have you seen of him?
No, I haven't played against him. I've never played in a Navy game. I traveled there 3 years ago, but I never played in it. He's a really good athlete, really strong, really quick. He's smaller and shorter like Dante a little bit, but he's a little bit more twitchy, doesn't weigh as much. So it's gonna be a great challenge for me. Hopefully, I go out there and have my best game of my career.
Do you expect Brady to kind of come out with a chip on his shoulder, kind of like I deserve this start to end my career?
Oh yeah, and you can tell that already. But the attitude he's had since he's been here is awesome. So to see him get an opportunity, I couldn't be more happy for the kid for sure. Yeah, it's gonna be awesome because we do the cruise in the summer. I always pick Samaj to be on mine because I thought we all know he has the talent, and he just needed to mature a little bit, grow into the actually throwing the ball a lot more than just being an athlete and running with it. So it's gonna be awesome to see him out there.
For those that don't know, explain the 13.
Man, this just motivated me. I probably don't wear it for the game. Coach Sat told me I probably wouldn't wear it for the game, but just some motivation. And also, it's my favorite number. It's Odell.
Was the motivation for the touchdowns?
Yeah.
13?
Yes, sir.
So Zion didn't want to switch?
Nah, he didn't want to switch. He actually wanted to keep number 4, so I just give it to him at practice, buck him up a little bit.
How cool is it to have your name in that conversation with a lot on the line? Obviously, different quarterback maybe throwing you the ball this time, but how exciting is it to see, hey, I came here 1 year and I had the opportunity to stamp my name in the program history?
Man, that's amazing. That's a dream come true for me that I'm trying to achieve. That'll be great for me in my football career. I never achieved nothing like that, so that'd be awesome for me.
What's your mentality on wanting to play in this game and finish your UC season strong?
I try to finish everything I do. That's just the type of player I am. I don't want to leave like my team out to dry, especially like with me having to leave and knowing I probably want to play football, college football again. So just giving myself a chance and go out the right way. Oh, I'm very paying attention. That's an eye catcher. I hope NCAA, I hope y'all pass that for me and the other guys. It'll be very good for me.
Is that an instant?
Do you think guys should be able to get 5 years to play 5?
The guys that didn't redshirt, yeah, because I had a little hiccup last year that didn't go sit too well with me. I feel like I could have did more, so that extra year really helped. So.
Would you instantly want to come back and play another year?
Indeed, like no brainer.
What was your initial reaction with Brandon's decision? I mean, he's sitting pretty good either way.
Man, that's my guy. Like I said, that's my best friend. I wish him the best. We got some good quarterbacks here with Little Samaj, so we'll be good. But I wish him the best. As my guy, I love him.
I think Marty Gilliard has the current touchdown record. Have you seen a lot of highlights of him?
I did not. I did not.
Highly recommend watching.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to watch him. Yeah, for respect. Yep.